Greetings, everybody. It's a little early today, but we're about to go on what I hope is a magnificent adventure. I leave it up to y'all later. Today, we're going to finish out some things. Like, there's not much longer for the Battle of Imagined Arrays, so we're going to be busting that. And we're doing some more of these wonderful anecdotes. And we might hit some Stygian onslaught. Well, without further ado, let's see who's on the map. Ooh. Ooh. We've got a threefer right here in Fontaine. So let's head on over. Guess we'll go talk to Dia first. See what she's up to.
I'll expedite it, but custom-made clothes normally take longer to make. Should you leave before they're ready, I'll ship them to you via Komini Express.
Understood. You have my thanks.
Oh, it's nothing. You gave me very precise measurements to work with. This shouldn't take too long. Oh, and if you'd like, I can tailor dancing clothes for you as well.
Huh? I don't need any. I'm just buying this so I can practice with my lady. Normally, I'd never get used to any use out of them.
Is that so? Yet your eyes lingered on every single article of dancewear in my boutique. If I'm not wrong, you favor satin? With wave motifs and shorter hems? With
Wow.
ties on the wrists and sashes at the waist.
That's really specific.
I merely followed your gaze and made a few simple observations. So, how's about it? If you'd like your own outfit, now's the perfect time to have one made. Short on Mora.
No, that's not it. I brought enough, but...
So you're hesitating for other reasons. Do you have any coins with you?
Huh? Yeah, I've got some, but...
Flip one. Heads buy, tails don't.
Well, that feels pretty arbitrary. Yeah, it's way too random. I actually...
Toss it. Now. The moment you do so, you'll know what your heart wants. So, heads or tails? You needn't look. If right now part of you was whispering, please be heads. It's time for you to buy yourself a new outfit. Don't miss out on something you truly want because of some meaningless concerns you may have.
Alright, boss. Make me some clothes.
Excellent. Step inside and you can tell me about your requirements. Over some tea, of course. Traveler, care to join us? We can take your measurements while we're at it.
No. I'm good. I'm good. Thank you. Thank you.
Suit yourself. Just drop by during our normal operating hours when you'd like to place an order. I trust you know when those are by now. Ms. Dia, this way, please.
Wow, she's as pushy as ever. Huh. Sedan?
So, you recommend Chioria Boutique's seasonal children's clothing line?
Yes, Monsieur Nouvelette. Elf often invites Kiara and to Chioria Boutique to try on outfits, and they take a bunch of photos. They're all adorable too.
In that case, I shall place an order.
Yeah, mind if I drop in?
Greetings, traveler.
Hey there. Great timing. Monsieur Nouvelette added a new stop to his itinerary, and we were just discussing what kind of gifts to bring. What kind of gifts?
A rare opportunity to take a vacation has arisen, and I plan to use it to visit the Melusines in Mercy Village. It has been some time since my last visit, and as such meetings are hard to come by, I wish to prepare some gifts. As you are here, might I solicit your advice? I believe you have already befriended a number of Melusines. As such, your insights would be most valuable.
Well, I have one Melusine friend who just loves to paint. Oh, right. I remember. Serene's letters mentioned that Mimere has always been passionate about art.
Indeed. Given the environmental variations there, some waterproof paints would make a good gift.
There's no Melusine who wouldn't like mechanical components. Yeah, that's true. I can help pick some. The Clockwork workshops usually sell spare components at a discount, and Clockwork toys as well.
Then I shall leave their procurement to you. Thank you. Prioritize what you like, without regard to cost. I will ensure you have an ample budget.
You can never go wrong with making food.
Oh, I fear my culinary experience only extends to making soups. Sidine, are there any foods particularly popular among the Melusines recently?
Let me think. Yeah, cakes, macarons, blubber profilatro, pâté de fruit. Oh, right, and lots of snacks like Fistos and Fanta.
Oh.
You know, it's okay to eat stuff like that in moderation, as long as it brings them some kind of happiness.
I understand. Everyone has different tastes, and in the interests of fairness and justice, we should have prepared a greater variety of gifts from the start. It is decided. Every one of those ideas shall be adopted. Thank you both for your suggestions. Once the purchases have been made, I will have someone package them up and send each to their respective recipients. Sidine, I believe your delivery address is still the Palais Momonia, yes?
Huh? Me? I get a present as well? But aren't they for everyone in Marasui Village?
Of course. As I said, opportunities like this are hard to come by, so every Melusine should receive a gift. And you are a Melusine too, are you not?
Yeah. Thank you, Monsieur Nouvelette. Okay. Oh, there's Charlotte. Yeah, before we go say hi to Fremine, let's go see what kind of hijinks she's up to now. I wonder if she ever caught Clorinde at the restaurant. That film seller sure got a loose tongue. I told him to keep quiet. You're not planning on doing anything dangerous again, are you? Is that the kind of person you think I am? You think that I, Charlotte, would just go recklessly barging into foreign nations just to get a scoop? Charlotte, then you'd be right. Yes, I am. But even so, I still need to get the editor-in-chief's permission to approve. I must have pinched a dozen reasons over. To cover Natland by now, it's always a no. Not only that, but she won't even approve any vacation. I even promised to leave my cameras and spare film rolls behind during any personal trip to Netland. But, you didn't mention Monsieur Verret specifically, and you can buy film on the way there. Hey, it's not like I lied to her. I might have just, omitted a detail or two. And then the scoundrel that sold me the film went and sold me out. Euphrasie went straight to my dad and told him to ground me for a month. Still, even if I can't go to Natland, not cry's fair game. I don't need them to fund the trip either. I've got plenty of savings. I've also heard my dad say he knows some correspondence stationed there. So it's a perfect place for a, vacation with news-related perks. The Adventurer's Paradise and Elysium. Its reputation alone is worth writing a few pieces about. Okay, I'm off to buy some supplies. I'll need some warm clothes and a whole lot of spare film and equipment. Right, and I need to convince Mom and Pops. So they can contact their friends over there. Otherwise, I'll need to find lodgings of my own. Okay, it was nice talking to you too. Okay. About there. No. Here we are. There he is.
I love diving too.
Hey there, Fremine.
Oh, hey. Long time no see. I'm talking with him.
Oh, the Blubber Beast?
Mm-hmm. It might seem odd to you.
I've got Blubber Beast pals too,
Really? I thought that was something that only happened in picture books.
Man, I'd love to hear more about those stories.
All right. Then I'll share them with you. Oh, you want to hear them too? Okay, listen closely. Legends speak of a time long, long ago, when there was a blubber beast who strayed from his family and friends, and lived all alone in the pitch-black depths of the sea. Even as he bravely lived on in solitude, he kept searching for his family, until one day, a diver who loved to explore found him. The blubber beast had never seen a human before, and was scared at first, but the diver gave him lots of food, and promised to return the next day. And just like that, they became fast friends. Every time the diver came, the blubber beast would happily dance and slap his belly, singing the songs of the blubber beasts. The diver also adored his round belly, and could never resist giving it endless belly rubs. The blubber beast also adored the feeling of belly rubs, but since he had terrible eyesight, he only ever saw the diver's blurry silhouette. So, whenever he saw a human form approach, he'd happily dance, patting his belly and singing.
So cute. Gotta give it a rub.
Good boy. Here, have some fish. I just caught them, so bon appetit.
Is that the end of the story?
I wish that was where the story ended, but... one day, that diver stopped coming altogether. The blubber beast waited for a long, long time. Finally, he gathered the courage to go and look for the diver, swimming off in the direction the diver had swum off to, until he had finally reached the beach. And that's where the picture book I have ends. I don't know how the rest of the story goes. Our two friends might have... Oh, don't be sad. It's just a story. It's not real. I think.
They'll be reunited. It'll have a happy ending.
Yeah. I'm sure it will. Oh, want some more fish? Give me a second. I should still have some more. I wonder, just what does a blubber beast's belly feel like? So... I guess I'll go for it then? Wow. This is really something. A world removed from petting Lynette's cat.
Let me get a ability, an underwater ability real quick. All I can find are the crabs. I kind of need a ray to be able to do the slicer. But if that's what I've got available right here, then I guess... let's try it. Yeah, I can't do that right here. I'll have to cheat. Around here, maybe? Well, I can get a ray right here, but that's not exactly what I'm trying to do. There's lots of rays right here. Let's get up closer to the Fortress of Mirapede. I said close, not in the Fortress of Mirapede. There, that'll be That's what we want. Okay, yeah, this is where I was. Okay. Let's check the map. Let's check Sumeru. Ah! Another of our fantastic friends are out and about. Brace yourself for puns. I am curious about this, though. Last time we caught up with him, Tainari was with him, but I guess now Tainari left.
There should be enough bark samples. Next, soil collection.
What are you up to?
I came here to assist Tainari with collecting plant samples. He directed me to come collect bark around here. But these trees are covered in mushrooms, and I have to clear them away. It's not easy. I can't help but wonder just how these mushrooms got to that size.
Maybe some kind of environmental factor, the climate, maybe?
Right. Tainari also talked about how the environmental factors influencing the growth of fungi are extremely complex and varied, each interacting with the others. Even the smallest change in one variable can greatly impact their growth process.
Since when are you interested in Omerta's work?
No, I've simply been pondering a question these past few days. Do you know why fungi only grow on trees and not on grilled meat?
Eh?
Because that's what they've always done. They're all vegetarians.
Don't blame me. I warned all of you. Alright. Okay. Doesn't appear like we've got anybody here. Let us check Inazuma. Ah, there's Heizo. Perhaps we'll learn more about the case he was working on. And just like that, she's left. She looked like she was in pain, too. Must have had to go take her medicine. So, what's it about this time? Oh, just in time, traveler. Remember that case from before? I already cracked it. Elementary for dear Heizo, I see. I suppose I can tell you the whole story. You look like you might explode from curiosity otherwise. She probably won't come after me for leaking the case details. In short, the culprit was a student who frequented second-hand bookshops. Too poor to buy books, he'd just read them on sight. One day, he wrote a letter confessing his love to the girl he admired in secret and planned to slip it into her desk. But in the end, shyness got the better of him, and he retrieved it unopened. Dejected, he began to head back home. On the way, he wanted to crumple the letter into a ball and toss it, but couldn't bear to do that either. So he began mindlessly fanning himself with it. Just then, he passed a second-hand bookshop. So to distract himself from his problems, he decided to head in and finish the novel he'd started reading a few days earlier. After finishing Flesh-Eating Tree That You Shouldn't Mess With, he returned home, only to discover that his love letter was nowhere to be seen. So, I'm taking it he left the letter stuck inside like a bookmark? Exactly. He had accidentally used his love letter as that bookmark while reading. But by the time he realized his mistake and returned to retrieve it, he found that the book had already been sold, and the shopkeeper couldn't recall the buyer's name. If anybody saw that letter... The poor kid must have been driving himself crazy, thinking, if anyone reads that, I'm done for. I've got to get it back no matter what. Desperate, he turned to the modus operandi he'd read about in the same crime novel. I don't know if it's because he's actually really talented, due to the book's meticulous and detailed descriptions, or maybe because Inazuma City's been so safe lately that nobody bothers with basic precautions. But he succeeded. He used the criminal techniques in the book to conduct numerous break-ins, and threw all of Hana Miyazaki into chaos. As the case was initially pretty minor, only the Doshin were assigned to the case first. But as investigations stalled out, the public got more and more restless. So Madame Kujo-Sara assigned me to take charge. Fortunately, it wasn't too complicated. And as for the process, well, I'd say things went pretty smoothly, wouldn't you? How'd you catch him? Well, I didn't really catch him per se. One of the Doshin from the station bought a copy of Flesh-Eating Tree That You Shouldn't Mess With. He was going on about how I gotta see it for myself, how good the book is. And when he opened it, the letter just, fell out. After reading this baffling love letter, everything clicked. So I just picked a time when classes were about to finish, intercepting our little criminal on his way out. He didn't even run? Of course he did. Turned tail and was about to bolt the second he saw me. So I just said, if you run, I'll show that letter to your crush's deskmate. No sooner had I finished, he meekly surrendered. Hey, don't detectives usually walk the path of righteousness? It was a bluff. I'd never actually follow through with something that low. He might be a kid, but a crime's a crime, and crimes come with consequences. He'll have to take responsibility and pay all the restitution required. He was a bit too good at it. Very dangerous talent. That's why I say that crime novels that romanticize crime end up desensitizing people to it. Something like this isn't really illegal, right? No harm, no foul. It's no big deal. Once ideas like that start worming into people's minds, they might unknowingly turn into fools who cross that line. Traveler, do you think like that? No, absolutely not. Really? It's okay if you do. It's only a crime if you act on such thoughts, after all. Oh, would you look at the time? I should head back to the station. The pile of cases on my desk is not going to solve themselves. After a debacle like this, I'm sure it won't be long before Madame Cujo takes us all on another public safety lecture tour. Let's just hope we don't have any idiot copycat criminals. Otherwise, over time, beckons again. Alright, well that's the end of that case. Alright. Nobody here. Let's check leeway. Because you never know. The dailies are in leeway. Whoa, 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 whoa. There we go. Angel share? Yeah. Angel share. Of course. I can't give up. Ha! You're absolutely right. Nothing beats Mondstadt's dandelion wine. It's your long-awaited homecoming. Drink up. Make the most of it. Oh, and while the apple cider and dandelion wine here are stellar, I must also recommend the cocktails. Death Afternoon is a personal favorite. Sound advice, Mr. Kaya. Let me see. Oh, Traveler. Can't believe we actually did run into each other here. Hey, welcome back to Mondstadt. Hearing that from you feels a bit odd. The honorary Knight of Favonius welcoming a Mondstadter back home? Don't mind me. It's just hard to describe. I'm happy, but also feeling a bit nostalgic. It's been so long. The things you had to take care of? I already sorted through everything my mother left for me. Some were important documents, other old mementos, but everything's in good shape. I also inspected, cleaned the house thoroughly. Old places that stay empty too long tend to start falling apart after all. Leaks here, cracks there. I just finished that cleanup. It took way longer than I expected. Then I thought I'd pop out for some fresh air, and that's when I bumped into Kaya here. Mr. Thoma, you're always welcome here. The honorary knight isn't alone in being glad to see Ulrike's son return. I'm sure you feel the same, huh? Absolutely. Thank you both. Honestly, if I hadn't run into Sir Kaya, I'd have struggled to even begin catching up on everything that's changed here. Think nothing of it. Ulrike joined the Knights of Favonius before me, and it's my pleasure to assist her family. Besides, I'm rather enjoying my time with you. Hearing a Mondstadter's first-hand account of Inazuma beats, learning about it from reports any day. If you're interested in hearing more, maybe we can exchange addresses. There's a lot of things that can't be explained in a few words over drinks. Gladly. Just address your letters to the Knights of Favonius. And on your end, you can send them to the Yashiro Commission in Inazuma. Only half a day back home, and I've run into an old friend and met with a new one who even knows my family. That's too much good fortune not to toast. Cheers! Ooh, Death Afternoon. Now that's strong stuff. Oh dear. Are you quite alright? I wish I could handle stronger liquor, but whoo! I can already feel my face turning redder than a beet after just one glass. Nothing embarrassing about that. Surprising. Ulrike could drink most sailors under the table. Yeah, I remember tagging along with her to Knights of Favonius banquets. They were right here at the Angel Share. Then all the adults were drinking dandelion wine and apple cider, and I was the only one stuck drinking the non-alcoholic stuff. Drove me mad. Let me guess. What happened next? You snuck a taste of grown-up drinks? Busted. I swapped my glass with one of the adults, and I recall being seated near the kitchen. What Mondstadt kid hasn't pulled that trick at least once? Luke and I did something similar when we were kids. I knew it. There are some things only fellow Mondstadters really understand. Anyway, that drink burned young me's throat like wildfire. Later, my mother sent me some apple cider to Inazuma. I thought the taste might be mellower than I remembered. Given it had been so long, nope, still burned all the way down. I ended up having to share the rest of the other Kamisato retainers, but they loved it. Gave me a whole pile of gifts, too, which I sent back here along with my letter. Huh? There was a time Ulrike was passing out in Inazuman snacks to everyone. I guess that's why. Maybe. Did you get to try any? I did. Dango, I believe. Good stuff, that. To whom at the Yashiro Commission do I owe my thanks? That Dango, I think that was Miss Kamisato. Lord Kamisato sent tempura. Hirotatsu sent seasoned onigiri. Just 2 bottles for a whole smorgasbord of snacks. Well, like mother likes none. That was your kindness and enthusiasm being gifted back to you, I'd say. You may not have heard, but when your mother left for Nodecry, we knights threw her a farewell party here. It was supposed to be a small event, but so many people attended that the place was packed. Take it from someone with first-hand experience. Free-spirited and thoughtful, gentle and kind, Ulrike is very model of a knight. Yeah, it looks like the apple doesn't fall far from the tree there, Thoma. She'll be thrilled to hear that. Next time I write her, I'll be sure to pass your kind words along. Maybe toss in a bottle of good Inazama sake. But for now, how about we switch to non-alcoholic stuff? It's fine by me. A little variety never hurts anybody. Between having heard her tales of making a new friend, this round's on me. Yours included, Honorary Knight. I don't mind if I do. By the way, Thoma, you never finished telling those yokai legends you mentioned before. Kitsune and Baku Denuki making a bet? Now that is a story. Actually, it's not a story, it's true. If you should ever visit Inazuma, you can come find me at the Yashiro Commission. I'll introduce you to some real yokai. In Inazuma, whether Oni or Tengu, they work honest jobs like everybody else. I'm already looking forward to that. Today's drinking session has been most fruitful indeed. Then it's settled. I expect they'll all be thrilled to have you as their new friend. I'll leave them to it. Let's check the map. Checking that land just in case. Now we'll check Fontaine. Ah! Let's go see what Charlotte's up to. No good, maybe. Really? Okay.
You don't need any kind of camouflage to fit into Not Cry. People from everywhere in all walks of life congregate there. There isn't a thing you can wear that would stand out.
Huh? Really? Then I'll just wear what I got on now.
You'll freeze to death.
Tactful as always.
I'll make you something more suitable for the cold. Come pick it up in 2 weeks.
Understood. Thank you, Chiori.
It's nothing. Oh, and by the way, those gloves you were eyeing earlier, they'd clash horribly with your look.
Oh, well, I was just browsing.
And you won't accidentally bump into Clarand in my shop either.
What? I wasn't.
When she orders gloves from me, I usually have Kirara deliver them straight to her door. The only person you'll meet camping here for her is Chevreuse. Perhaps you've a taste for the Special Patrol's hospitality?
Oh, no. Nope. Not at all. Zero interest there.
Like I said, 2 weeks, in-store pickup.
Yeah, got it. And thank you.
Traveler, sorry to keep you waiting. If you'd like to buy something, just say so.
Just browsing.
I'm a bit busy, so no invitations to come in for tea and chit-chat today. You know our business hours, so if you'd like to try or buy, just drop by then. I'll be heading back in. And, little Miss Journalist, remember, 2 weeks.
Yeah, absolutely. Looks like nothing gets past Chiori. Time to change tech. Hey, you even come here to stalk Clorind? Someone told me that Clorind sometimes comes here to buy gloves. Turns out he was playing me for a fool. Forget it. That's not what matters now. My priority is to stock up and prep for my trip to Nodecry. So you convinced your parents then? Mom wasn't totally sold, but I never imagined how supportive Props would be. He even gave me advice and helped plan some potential potential vacation spots to visit. And not only that, he helped me buy a bunch of stuff and sent letters to his friends there, asking them to help look after me. I already knew them, though. Veteran reporters, all of them. He's really supportive then. Of course, he's the best dad in the world. Naturally, he's the top reporter in all of Teyvat, too. If we're lucky, Traveler, we might meet each other in Nodecry. And there she goes. Never sit still, that one. Speaking of ones that don't sit still. The twin kitty cat herself is out here somewhere.
Looks like no more free coffee for me.
Where is she? Down further, huh? Which means she's beneath the streets. Crap. That's my own fault. What is she doing? Next, turn counterclockwise twice. Good. It's broken. Good? Fine, thanks. And you? What are you doing? Assisting the Flav Santerre's residents. They've received some discarded machinery lately. The plan was to dismantle everything and sell the parts as usual. But some would never power off normally. This one kept randomly restarting in the middle of the night. They'd clatter around, terrifying everyone. Someone even got so scared they fell in the water and nearly drowned. Lenny happened to come by for a magic show and promised to help them out. Feels like this would be Fremene's time to shine. He only knows how to fix machines so that they work, not how to fix them so they break. But I do. Fix them so they break? New one on me. Anyway, Lenny asked me to come help. He'll be bringing me a cake soon. One machine, one cake. 3 machines left. Excuse me. The reward for the next machine is a berry cake. Berry jam filling, a tart sugar syrup glaze with a ladyfinger base, and decorate it with mint chocolate. Okay. She just kind of meandered off. Whoa. What's he up to now? Looks like another uneventful day in Hanamazaki. Well, since I'm already out and about, I might as well grab a quick bite before reporting back to Madame Cujo. Gotcha! Ah, but on the contrary, I've just finished my work as a Doshin. My work as a detective has yet to begin. That accusation was almost too flimsy to bother refuting. Semantics, Heizo. Now, actually, I wasn't joking. Recently, a group of shady peddlers have been hawking illicit potions all over Hanamazaki. They used to be legitimate vendors, but they've gone rogue for some reason or another. They're using their legal business as a cover to lead us in circles. The Doshin have been on it for ages without finding anything conclusive. So I plan to break the case wide open, my way. Need any help? Ha ha ha, that's appreciated, but this case isn't nearly serious enough to warrant you getting involved. Sango and the others have been conducting a covert investigation for some time now. They've already got most of the evidence. Now it's my turn. Case is as good as closed. Now that's a welcome sentiment, traveler. If everything goes well, I'll treat you to something tasty. That's a promise. Ooh. We might as well strut back up the street. Wonder how Mizuki's been doing with Layla.
Oh, you restaurant? That place isn't even worth mentioning.
Like Awa.
You're Miss Layla's alternate personality, yes?
Alternate personality? Don't mistake me, little Miss Yokai. I am Layla. I'm just sleepwalking right now. Hey, Dreamwalker Layla. Ah, no less than I'd expect from my dear friend. The Traveler. An apt Sobriquet.
Your personality is the opposite of Miss Layla's. Almost like a mask worn over her original personality.
A mask? Oh, now. That's an amusing way of putting it.
How many more masks like you are there?
That's a nice pose you're striking, little Miss Yokai. What would you do if I were to say more than one?
My response depends on your answer, so please do so. But let me be clear, lies are of no use here.
Oh my, how terrifying. But relax, I'm one of a kind. And what's more, I'm nothing like you assume. At most, I help her with her homework and draw some star charts after she finally falls asleep. She's been pushing herself harder lately, piling more pressure on herself. Not that she'd admit it. But I know absolutely everything that goes on in her mind. She's clearly doing a good job, but she won't rest until she's found some flaw, even if there isn't one to find.
Such intense introjected aggression. Does Miss Layla rarely receive positive feedback in her daily life?
The opposite. Her advisor and classmates all praise her to the sky. But she ignores what she's already accomplished, fixating instead on every little imperfection or unfilled gap.
I understand. I'll adjust her treatment plan accordingly going forward. Just a word of caution. If Miss Layla does recover, you will disappear.
Is that so? Great. I'm looking forward to that.
Huh?
What? Confused? Little Miss Yokai, I am Layla. I always have been. Rather than disappearing, it'd just be the mask being dropped. Traveler, would you mind supporting me a bit? I think she's about ready to wake. Huh? What? I've got you. Thank you. I'm supposed to be receiving therapy right now, right? I didn't sleepwalk again, did I? Miss Mizuki, I didn't say anything rude or do anything I shouldn't have, did I?
No, you didn't. Please relax. You did, however, suddenly wake up during the treatment. It gave me quite a start.
I'm sorry. It must be because I barely slept these past few days. These past few weeks. As soon as I stop sleeping well, I start sleepwalking.
In that case, how do you feel now after that little rest?
I slept well. I don't feel dizzy. My vision isn't blurry either. But I did have a very strange dream. In it, someone was sitting next to me. I couldn't see her face, but she was holding my hand the whole time. She seemed to be saying something I couldn't hear it. I just felt like her presence, it comforted me.
It's okay. That's enough for now. Dreams are cherry blossoms carried by a swift current. Thinking of them fondly from time to time is fine. But should you try to reach out and grab them?
All right. I understand.
In that case, today's session is concluded. Please return tomorrow at the same time, Miss Layla, and please be punctual.
Yes, thank you. And thank you for supporting me just now, Traveler. Okay, I'll be going now. You know, I think I can write a great abstract now. Checking the map. Oop. Wait a minute, was he right behind me? He is right behind me.
I'm serious. You should let me come with you. Or, if not me, then at least find some mercenaries to join you.
A large group moves too slowly. Speed is what we need to catch a fugitive like him.
But
That's enough. Proceed as planned. We have to get him on the first try.
yes, General Mahamatra.
Trouble beer in?
Nothing major. A scholar made a prohibited device and fled the academia with it. We're already in pursuit. We've decided to act discreetly to avoid alarming the general public.
Sounds like you're going alone.
Affirmative. The plan is all set. Other Matra will prepare the trap, and I will go alone and drive him into it. He's cunning. He's already outwitted multiple Matra tracking him, and some sustained significant injuries. But he won't escape this time.
You've got this, General Mahamatra.
Don't worry. I'm just scaring a cowardly little jackal. It'll jump into the trap on its own. If it resists, then the sands will claim it. It's fine. I handle cases like this all the time. There won't be any surprises.
Not a single joke, huh?
Sorry. Inspiration eludes me for now. I'll be sure to tell you a good one once I get back.
A good one, huh? And with that good one, I guess we're done for the day. I'll catch y'all back here next time where we'll be doing those combat challenges and maybe even more encounters. Until then, y'all take care of yourselves, and I'll see y'all on the next one.